Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And the beautiful part is it is still technically morning. It's actually 11:29. We are a minute early. We get a minute of bonus coverage. Yes. All right, so I'm going to start this off by asking out there, is there anybody here, and don't be shy, is there anyone here who has no idea what Bronies React is? Besides you, Spartan Luna. We got some hands up in the crowd. Now, I always ask this because I always get excited about just what is being expected as far as like, what are we about to see? So first off, welcome to all you that don't know what Bronies React is. Essentially, Bronies React is a series on YouTube that I've made where we pull a bunch of personalities from the fandom and we react. Bronies reacting, yes. So it's a series that started back in the day. What year, guys? I don't even know anymore. 5 years. It was 5. That's right, because I did a 5-year anniversary video. See, you'll learn that my memory's not the greatest, but that's part of what makes this fun. But yeah, so essentially it's a series that started back in the day as a parody to a video called Teens React to My Little Pony. And we decided, hey, why don't we make a video reacting to their reaction? Because it was just, And it ended up spawning this whole idea. Nowadays, what we do is we react to episodes, finales, and premieres, and all sorts of fan content. So it's fun. It's a fun series, and we hope that you. Well, I shouldn't. Is it fun, guys? You tell me. Cool. Great. But it's fun for me to put together, and I want to thank you all for coming out here to this morning. I just woke up, so if anyone saw the script reading, it's not improved at all since then. So I'm going to start bringing people up. You guys want that? One second. I got to grab something real quick. Now we're going to be good. Now we're good. All right. Because we're going to have 6 of us up here. All right. So you guys do, in fact, want me to bring some people up. Is that right? Well, first off, how about I'll just start from least to, and then everyone else after this one will be greater. Saber, why don't you come up? And now to all the good ones.
He loves me.
All right. Also backstage we have Dusty Cat. Oh, what's up, Brony Dance Party?
We'll share.
And these guys are always a couple of characters.
The Space Marines. I'm sorry, the Spartans.
Oh, the Spartans. Oh.
You are too fan.
Where were you guys when I was 8 years old at my soccer tournament? I could have used you there. I'm not that old.
Hello.
How y'all doing? Good.
So, guys, the way this is going to work is
The first thing I want to ask, Grace,
Yes.
Oh, yes?
where's the season 7 premiere reaction?
Yeah.
It was a question that was going to be
getting right
asked, but you
to
get
it.
it out of the way right now.
No. How do I go on the reacts?
So I've been on a voyage.
And the second question is, Saber, why isn't your footage in yet?
It isn't. I did it right.
Actually, can we get a round of applause for Saber, who actually already got me his footage? Wow.
Yeah, there we go.
I did it.
We were the late ones.
So, in other words, for those that were wondering, yes, the Bronies React is in the works for the Season 7 premiere. So, as far as when it comes out, I've been editing it. I was editing it on the plane right here. I'll be editing it on the plane right back. So, in the next week or so, let's say 2 weeks to be safe, just in case anything goes
3.
really wrong. 3?
Which it will.
Months?
Months.
All right. But it is in the works, so Season 7 premiere is coming. Now, that is a question that a lot of people have asked. And it was funny because I was at a convention when the premiere came out, and I had all these people. Woo! And I was like, well, what do you mean? I I think it might have been Little Shy who's like, so what are we supposed to do? And I'm like, well, what do you mean? We're going to just react to the premiere. And he's like, yeah, but you don't understand. What we're actually going to do for this one is we're reacting to the premiere. So it's going to be the first episode that aired this season because they were 2 separate episodes. So it's going to be that block of premiere. So just the one episode is going to be it. However, I did record myself kind of doing like a reaction to the second one just in case. So I might release that as well at some point a little bit later down the road. But is this like the prayer offering? What is this?
You don't get it, Nate.
I had Cheetos.
Why would you give this to me?
You know what it was.
Cruelty.
I got crumbs on my...
So what we're going to be doing up here, a lot of it's... That's disgusting.
He really is
delicious.
a Marine.
Wow, I can't believe it's not Jesus.
So this is going to be a very story-based panel, but what we like to do is typically the stories just happen. So we're going to open this up pretty quickly here to Q&A, and what we'll do for the Q&A is we're going to have you guys line up here and then just down the aisle. So you come on up and ask the questions. Typically we have a lot of questions, so I always want to get through all of them. So if you guys have a question, please calmly join us at the mic. We will get through all of them, I promise.
And no one has questions. Very good.
No
All right,
questions
there
at
it
all?
is.
There we go.
There.
You had to light the fuse.
Light the fuse.
Kill each other.
Pull the pin. Count
Hello.
to 3, right?
Hello.
Is it 3 or 5?
7.
Fire Team Harmony, pull the pin.
It's
and
5.
count- A 5? Okay.
Not that I would know.
That's it?
3,
Yeah.
sir.
Well, once the...
And therefore she'll not count to 7 on the holy hand grenade.
3, me lord.
You're up.
Hi. You two in the middle, okay, Saber and Race Best. I've been keeping an eye on you, and thank you for the elevator tip. That was the reason why I was late. But I also, I've been keeping an eye on you because last year, and I saw you, Race Best, hand your hotel card key away to somebody this weekend, and I wondered if you guys got locked out of your hotel like you did last year, and I had to let you in.
I made a terrible mistake during the Who's Line panel where I'm like, oh, here, we'll use my room key as a prop.
Oh.
It's okay, though. The door
But
actually...
do you remember last year?
I don't remember
You
much
guys
at all.
were like traipsing around this place, and you were looking at each other, wondering how you were going to get into the actual hotel. And I was
That's
like,
right.
There you
That's
go.
right, because
Here
we
you
got
go.
locked.
And now I see you giving your hotel card key away, and now I know how that happened.
So last year we
Just
got
wanted to
locked
say that.
outside
Figured it out.
of the doors. Like we were like, okay, all we have to do is slide our key in, and I guess like after a certain hour or something, the doors don't work outside. So we're like, how do we get back into the hotel? So it was like the hotel wouldn't let us. Yeah, we eventually made it back in. But yeah, so then during Who's Line on Friday, I used the room key as a prop, and thankfully Marika gave it back because she's like, you need this, and I'm like, thank you. I was gonna just leave her with it. So.
God, it's a good thing you're pretty.
I don't go that far. What's up?
I have 2 questions. One a little more. Well, one's just really silly, and the other one not so much.
Hit us with it.
What's
Oh,
up?
first, I'm gonna do not so much silly. What's the weirdest experience on Bronies React?
Getting Saber's footage on time.
It's not that bad. Good lord.
Helping Twilight Spartan put peanut butter on his feet.
No, Bronies React, not the other channel.
It was Bronies React.
Yeah.
It was parodying your intro.
Oh, I remember that.
I think whacking myself in the head with a wooden gun.
Didn't that hurt?
It did, actually.
Dusty goes all
I
out.
cracked myself in the head good with that one.
It looked bad. Mine would have to be wearing a Sailor Moon outfit.
That was awesome.
You look good in
It
that.
was dedication, but yeah.
I thought I was pushing the boundaries, but no.
You both are beautiful.
I really
Thank you,
liked,
Saber. I love you too.
I really liked walking around in public with a box over my body. That was enjoyable because I had a lot of. Actually, no, not that many people looked at me strange. That was the weird part about it.
You're in California, that's
It's
why.
Cal.
They just know me in the area, I guess. There's the local weirdo. All right.
I wore a business suit, went down to like a pond in a park, surrounded by a bunch of joggers, and I took a stick and started smacking the water. People were like, he's crazy.
Funny enough, that was for the same react.
Yep. Thank you for
Peanut
your question.
butter.
Oh, you have another one, right?
Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Yes.
No.
No, it's not.
Why not? How's it a
It's
sandwich?
not.
It's not.
A hot dog.
It's, no.
is
A hot dog's a
sandwich.
hot dog.
No.
Cares? It's
No.
delicious.
I worked as a
Wrong.
chef for 7 years.
Wrong.
Did you work in a restaurant?
I've worked at all restaurants. Every
Did you
restaurant
work in a
loves me.
restaurant? No, you worked at Starbucks. You have no pull,
A sandwich
buddy.
needs to be 2 pieces of bread, not one.
It is.
Two pieces.
It is 2 pieces of
Hot
bread
Pockets
with
or
meat in the
Whoa,
center.
I want to hear what.
Wait,
Two
wait,
pieces
okay.
of bread with
BDB,
meat. That's a
okay.
sandwich, bro.
Hang on. I got
silence!
Silence. All right. Hey. Hot Pockets are labeled as sandwiches.
There you go.
What? Hot Pockets are not
Hot Pockets are
sandwiches.
sandwiches.
Yes, look at the package. Look at the
Your own
package.
pizza
Look
box.
at the package. It says 2 sandwiches.
They're liars. A
Dare
sandwich.
you call Hot Pockets
Two pieces of
liars?
bread.
You know how you
brought together in
Okay.
holy matrimony.
I got you covered. You take the 2 hot pockets.
Hey,
you take
don't
the 2 hot
smack the mic.
pockets. Order in the court. No.
Hey,
You
don't
take
steal
2
the
hot
mic.
pockets, right? And you put a cheeseburger between them. Then you have a sandwich.
Ooh, we got a business idea.
That's very American.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I have. You know what?
Thank
We're
you
gonna have
for-
a new food truck.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll park it right
Hot
outside.
pockets with a cheeseburger in the middle. You guys are gonna love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so
Next
like
year.
toilets.
Your whole theory is out the window. Because what about the KFC Double Down? You remember that? No bread at all. Still a sandwich.
Still a sandwich.
Still a sandwich.
It's deep fried.
That thing killed people.
Yeah,
It did kill people. What a great day for America.
Great day.
And therefore, the world.
God
You're
bless.
Hello, I've followed all of you for years, and I think you're all hilarious.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks.
Last year, you told a story about how you're in an elevator, and
No, don't do this.
Here we
you were
go
recording it.
again.
Here
I don't
we
remember
go.
who opened the door when you were talking about her, but it was really funny, and I want to hear it again.
You want to hear it
was that?
again?
Who was that?
Saber, do you want to take the
Yes, I
reins
would
on this
love
one?
to. Okay, so we were at Equestria LA. No, BabsCon.
BabsCon.
God.
BabsCon 2016. There's a couple of guests there. One of those guests included Lauren Faust, the creator of G4 My Little Pony.
Anyone heard of Lauren Faust?
She made a cool show, I guess. So Race and I, we finished a panel. While we were down at the panel, we were given these big old like stick balloons. We're like, where are their lightsabers? And we start hitting each other with them like a bunch of idiots. So we get in the elevator.
Like any other day.
And like every other day, basically. Well, Ray's here always has his camera, and funny enough, he didn't know he was recording, but he was. So,
Yeah,
the
so
camera-
we were coming from a panel, I believe, because it was on a tripod, and I didn't realize it was still recording. So we decided, hey, we should start beating the crap out of each other with these.
So we're just smacking these dumb balloons on one another, and we're heading up to like the 11th floor. And I'm like, wouldn't it be funny if the door opens and Lauren Faust is there? Ha ha. And she's standing right there. You can actually see in the camera footage the moment my soul leaves my body.
Floats away.
It was a terrible mistake.
And the thing is, like, we work with so much talent, and it's like I don't have stars in my eyes anymore. But for Lauren, it's like,
First impressions, right?
yeah. But she was cool. She was smiling. She's probably embarrassed too. But
She was hoping the elevator would just snap.
Thank you.
So if a tomato is a fruit, does that make it a jam?
get out of here.
Catch
Get out of here.
Out of here.
What's up?
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Good morning.
Oh, you know.
All right. So my question is actually for all of y'all. I'm going to be doing soon some voice impressions and stuff on my YouTube channel. I just wanted
Sounds good, Gabe.
I just wanted to ask which one of y'all, which camera and which microphone would you guys mostly prefer?
Okay, I can tell you what microphone is probably a good starter mic. Blue Yeti.
Blue Yeti.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blue Yeti.
Yeah.
It costs
I've
around
been hearing that a
$100 or
lot.
so.
Yeah.
So-
But it's such a good mic. It's like one of those mics where it's like you can be a beginner or like a pro, and it still gets the job done. Like,
I used the Blue Yeti on my Stay Brony My Friend show for the entire run. It held up for 4.5 years until it finally broke. And
broke it?
I broke it. Basically, the headphone jack doesn't work anymore, but it still works as a microphone. So, but I had already moved on to the AKG C214, which is a Carthoid mic that they use in studios up in Vancouver. So I still use it for doing Skype or something like that, but I use the headphones through my computer. The thing is a workhorse. It will never let you down.
Yeah, it's a great mic.
For as long until you're ready to move up to a really good mic, that thing will never break.
And even then, like I use a Blue Yeti right now, and a lot of folks. I mean, you have to have quite the ear to tell the difference between a Blue Yeti and something that's a bit higher than that.
Yeah, because I needed something better for mine because I'm about to be doing something called button mash plays. I do like a good button mash impression.
A Blue Yeti will do
And so I was
great
gonna
until
do
you want
that.
to move up.
I was gonna do that with my like Resident Evil gameplay.
Do it, man.
And a lot of people are using the 1080p computer cams.
Okay.
Straight up. Yeah, those are straight wonderful cameras. We use those for a lot of our live streams with Baron Engel at our house. Anybody seen those live streams with Baron Engel that he's been doing his drawings? Every other Saturday from our house, Baron Engel will actually draw live. So go to Baron Engel's DeviantArt and you'll get a link to the live stream that happens at our house. I pop on every now and then. It's really great. It's about 5 hours of him drawing and drinking. It's great.
Oh.
You should check it out.
Baron Engel's the guy that does like the pony
Yes.
like Civil War cannons and stuff, right?
Yep, that
Dude,
guy.
it's awesome. I love it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anyways, don't y'all wish you were a rock?
A rock?
A rock.
I wish I was the rock.
Yeah. Yeah, if I was Dwayne Johnson, I wouldn't be here.
I was told that The Rock was considering running for president. Would y'all vote for him? Like,
Hell yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
And there you see the problem with our politics.
Yeah, you know, like from like, you know, these presidents like Lincoln.
Can you
it's
smell what
like
the POTUS is cooking?
Orange The Rock. What's up?
I have nowhere to
So,
stand because Schwarzenegger was my governor at one point.
What's up? A bit of a two-part question. First part, how does the selection process for the people you bring on to Bronies React work?
Gotta be funny.
It's actually ranked by who paid me the most. And
why
down.
am I still on?
I have a down payment.
Unfortunately, I haven't gotten anything from anyone, but no.
I'll get it to you. I swear.
Typically, ever since I made the React series, I wanted to have kind of a core group of reactors and then have some people that we can cycle through and maybe once or twice. And there used to be a bigger group of people that I'd kind of cycle through. And there's some new people that I'm always trying to get some new people on, and sometimes it doesn't work out, or sometimes I'm contacting like an old email or something, and I'll find out 5 years later. But yeah, so as far as the selection process goes, it kind of just goes. I'll try and see. Okay, who do I think is, I guess you could say, fit the most for this episode, say that we're reacting to, who is easy to work with, who's knows how to get me footage on time for the most of them. And I am giving you a hard time, but you did do good this time.
Yeah.
I will always give you credit for that.
I'm trying to get out of the
One
series
time.
at this point.
Never going to happen, Saber. But yeah, so really that's kind of the simplified version of it. But a lot of people always ask, like, how do I get on Bronies React? And I always say, just do what you enjoy doing as far as making content. There's people who make music, videos, art, they write fanfics. There's a bunch of different things you can do with the show. And I always say, I like to bring on people who make an impact, either on the fandom or myself. These guys made a big impact on me at Pacific PonyCon a few years ago. And I'm like, these guys are hilarious. I gotta have them on a React. And yeah, so you never really know.
And just go to your local conventions and push some buttons. That's a good way to get on.
Yeah.
The second part of the question is, I believe it was a Halloween episode you guys did a little while ago where you guys reacted to Gen 3.5, I believe.
Yeah, we did that.
Did you guys suffer any adverse psychological effects from exposure to that?
Yeah,
I remember
I've got a
Race
lump
Best
on my
broke,
head right
so-
about there.
And your hair's gone.
And my hair's gone. Knocked my hair right off.
Remember, Race Best, I remember you more or less broke in that episode. So
Yeah.
I've never felt so like mentally tired after anything at the way I did after that React. Like, yeah, that I always, people ask like, what's your favorite React you've done? And G3.5 actually comes up a lot for me because it's the one that like affected me the most, I guess, where I went into it thinking, I honestly thought I thought everyone was like exaggerating, and I wanted to call it out. Like, no, this wasn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be. That was my mistake. I went in there with hope, and I left with none.
Despair,
So,
right?
yeah, it was terrible. But I mean, and don't get me wrong. I'm not taking anything away from anyone that if there's anyone that enjoys G3.5, that's cool.
You're safe. Nobody does.
Okay. But when Scootaloo did her chicken gobble, there was nothing left.
All right, thank you, guys.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hello. Nice shirt.
Yeah, thanks. One or two questions. How long does it take for you guys to record your reactions?
10 to 15 minutes.
2 to 3 months.
Depending on content I want to come up with, I'll watch the episode. I'll spend probably 2 to 3 days writing content, and then I'll spend most of a day filming. I'll film for like 2 or 3 hours, take a break. If I don't like what I did, I'll redo it again. So I spend a really good 2 or 3 days coming up with stuff and getting it done.
Yeah, mine's pretty much the same. Where I watch it once just to get a natural reaction, watch it again, try and get some ideas to make some funny jokes, and then take about 45 minutes to record, and then it's like 3 hours of editing.
So it's kind of like how the Nostalgia Critic does his reviews.
Yeah,
You're still in business?
Just grab it like that. Yeah.
For me, I watch everything. So like all my reactions I watch are live reactions. So, but for say a two-parter, about 45 minutes of content that we're watching through, it'll take me about an hour and a half to 2 hours to get through because I'm pausing a lot because part of it is just sounds better when I don't have the show playing in the background. And since I'm watching it live, I'll come up with an idea and be like, I need to like find a prop, and then I'll pause and my footage is recording, and I'm like looking for sunglasses for 15 minutes, and I'm like, I couldn't find them, so I'll make my own. But yeah, so I like my reactions when I'll be watching their first shot reactions. It's like, so yeah, so everyone kind of does it differently. The person I always get the most footage from is always Gabe, because he just breaks into song randomly, and I'm like, Gabe, calm down. Although I love it though, because he'll talk to me. Well, so like I'll have a conversation with Gabe throughout the whole thing, even though he can't hear me. I'm lonely.
The other one is, when will you get Princess Deadpool to be in your reacts?
Princess Deadpool.
Pretty sword princess.
Princess Deadpool's too pretty for the reacts.
He'd make us all look bad.
We're already doing a good job of it ourselves.
Oh, yeah.
Always a pleasure, Princess Deadpool.
Thank you for your question.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, does an oven door make a good instrument?
Did you guys all have a meeting this morning or something? Get out of here.
Move along. Move along.
I'm walking here.
Get the platypus out of here.
Look, there's a moose.
How I see it, you are sitting.
What's that?
How I see it, you aren't walking, you're sitting.
Yeah,
the way I see it, the Jedi are evil.
Yeah.
I can't see.
So,
I love Star Wars.
What's the best food experience you've had at a convention?
Best food experience?
Yeah. You will win the prize for best answer.
This Starbucks here.
Last night, I got nachos from 7-Eleven. They were dank.
Wow. One time I got a sandwich and I ate it.
Was it an actual
Was it a hot dog or a sandwich?
Hot dog.
This is important.
This is better than waffles and pancakes.
First year, if you want, let's just talk about this convention. The first year of this convention, when it was in 2 hotels, the one down there and the one up the hill. Basically, running up and back down the hill, going to all these panels, and I'm starving, and I walk into the 7-Eleven, and there's 2 freaking sandwiches left on the rollers.
Shut up, dude. Sandwiches don't roll. They don't roll.
So I had 2 sandwiches out of 7-Eleven.
I'm curious, who here was at like the first Everfree Northwest, 2012?
Some veterans here.
All right. Wow. What do you guys remember eating? Because there's one thing I remember.
Denny's.
Yeah.
No, screw that, Denny's.
Lots of Denny's.
The corner of the market.
Made us late for a panel. Jerks.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Good.
Kind of
word
mad about that.
No, I think I'm between as far as any convention,
cheese curds,
and
Cheese curds.
deep dish pizza.
Oh, yeah.
It's like those were experiences that I didn't know I could have. Wonderful.
We were at Winnie City, and this was probably like Saturday night, and it was like after the rave, and like I came back, and I was like dead tired and drenched in sweat and a little bit. But somebody had ordered deep dish pizza, and it had been there for like 3 hours, and it was cold,
dude,
and it
nice.
still tasted amazing. Oh
cold pizza for the win.
Yeah, Chicago deep dish cold pizza at Winnie
Yeah.
City. That was the best.
Fermented pizza.
What's your best food experience, Ben?
This is my first convention, so probably Danny's.
So our worst experience is your best.
From here, buddy.
They're awesome.
So wanna hear the prize?
The fries.
The prize.
The prize.
Fries.
Oh,
Pizza.
you got more granolas.
Watch your face, Saber.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Look out.
Thank you.
At least it was soft.
You almost killed that spot and.
You want to try to eat this too?
I'm so happy that people are
What's up?
Hey guys.
Hello.
So if you could make all the other Bronies reactors react to any other MLP episode that you haven't done, which one would you choose? Either to torture them or because you think it'd be really funny?
Do fandom projects count?
Oh.
Ooh.
Yes.
Duskstone.
I don't know what that is.
Never heard of that one.
Never heard of that.
It's like The Room, only worse.
Nice.
Whoa. I don't know. I don't know.
People have asked if there's ever been episodes that we were close to reacting to, but never did. And one was the cheese sandwich episode. That was, I really liked. I enjoyed that episode a lot, and it went into some really weird fourth wall breaks at times, and I was like, this is beautiful. We just were really busy at the time. We were working on 2 other reacts, and one was in like the finishing stages, so that's why we weren't able to get to that one. But yeah, I mean that one immediately comes to mind.
I have to think about this one.
I always thought we should do strawberry shortcake.
What?
At least once.
That episode.
At least once.
Any of our crappy YouTube videos?
Yeah, we work on that too.
I'll have them react to the entire season of Low Budgets.
Oh,
Oh God.
please make it
Pain.
stop. We can only watch Cars for
Like
so
Judy
long.
Hopps.
Cool.
All right, good.
All right,
Yeah, GG.
One more quick for Dusty. Who's the best WWE bald tag team? The Revival or the Club?
The Road Warriors, you son of a...
It's Mother's Day, Dusty.
By the way, Happy Mother's Day. Are
Happy
there any
Mother's Day to
mothers in the
everybody out
crowd?
there.
Happy Mother's
Bunch
Day.
of nervous bronies are like, it's
all right,
it's what?
I don't
It's
raise
Mother's
my
Day?
You mothers.
Yeah.
What's up?
Happy Mother's hello, Fire Team Harmony. Big fans. I actually got into the rescue because of these guys. Also, hi, Luna. Hi.
Oh, Luna's here too?
Yeah, Luna's
Standing
back.
there living in the corner.
So,
Being
but
dark
yeah,
and brooding.
I actually met you guys at TrotCon.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I
That's
remember
where
that.
I'm from, out in Ohio. Yeah.
Said no one ever.
no friends here.
The corn can cheer.
Yeah, actually, in Ohio, we all believe in sandwich anarchy. Everything's been between bread at some point, so everything's a sandwich.
God,
Thank you.
What a world.
This year's TrotCon theme is post-apocalyptic. So, like, I don't know if there's any fan things with post-apocalyptic things with ponies, but yeah. What's
I
your
wonder.
I wonder.
Gee, I wonder.
Yes,
I wonder.
that's the joke.
That's the joke. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's like Drax from
But
Guardians.
I was wondering, what's your favorite post-apocalyptic media, book, movie?
The
or anything?
2016 election.
Very well.
Savage.
I will allow it.
Sandwiches.
Yeah, what's your favorite and why?
Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh my God. Is that a masterpiece of
It
a
is.
movie?
Can I say Gin 3.5? I'll stick with that.
No, the right answer is Mad Max Fury Road, though.
Does the Star Wars Christmas special count?
No, that brings about the end of the world. That's not after it.
The original Mel Gibson Mad Max.
Oh.
It's good. It's good.
Yes.
Did you know that in that one they at one point have a van crash through a trailer, and I think they like needed a prop, so I think they actually used like the producer's van.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Sacrifices.
Hey, can we borrow this real quick?
Oh, there's that scene where the
We'll
two
give it
trucks
back.
like sandwich. I'm sorry, they hot dog that smaller car.
Became a sandwich.
Hot Pocket. They hot pocketed it.
Pizza's a sandwich. The light bulbs are a sandwich. Everything's been between bread.
Thank you for your question.
Even bread's been between
Even
bread.
bread is a
man.
sandwich.
Bread.
You animal.
You didn't tell me you had a garden, Rainbow Dash. That was one hell of a plant.
Hello.
Hello.
First question. If you could have anyone, fictional or real, or rich or poor, or whoever the heck, join you on Bronies React for one of your React videos, which one would you choose?
Sean Connery.
Is he dead?
What?
The Rock.
I'm serious. Is he alive still?
I want Dwayne Johnson to do this.
Alive or dead?
Jim Carrey.
Because he's busy.
Oh.
I just like to see his facial expressions as he.
I don't know why Donald Trump is coming in my head.
Steve Harvey.
Or William Shatner. Ooh.
I want the original horse lord himself. I want Genghis Khan, the conqueror of ancient world, to join us for
Genghis Khan.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Mr.
Ed. It's Genghis.
It's Genghis. I'm serious.
Who was in the SCA for 15 years?
He
and
rode
actually did research?
sandwiches. He rode sandwiches in the battle.
He rode sandwiches in the battle.
Sandwiches. Why sandwiches?
Oh. You brought this upon yourself, Dusty.
I'm gonna backhand you so hard.
Thank you. Guest starring Mr.
Second
Ed.
question.
Yes.
What's your favorite sandwich?
Oh,
chili
my
and
favorite
cheese.
sandwich is the Philly cheesesteak, dripping with the provolone and the onions and the green peppers and the awesomeness.
And it's actually a sandwich.
On a non-split bun.
It is actually a sandwich.
Mine's a Chicago-style hot dog.
French dip sandwich for me. I like to dip things.
2 slices of white bread with some mustard.
I actually like Reubens. Reubens are really good.
No, I'm not answering this question.
I'd like
Answer the
some
question,
dry white
Saber.
toast.
I like an egg roll dipped in cheese between 2 other egg rolls. It's a sandwich.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Some bacon in the middle.
Some fruity
How's
pebbles.
everyone doing this morning?
Good morning.
We're getting hungry because we're talking about sandwiches.
Yeah.
No, we're talking
Guys
about
are
hot dogs.
making me hungry.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my throat's kind of shot from last night. So.
Yeah?
I don't blame it.
Yeah. First of all, thank you guys so much for making this weekend amazing and all that. And
It's been fun.
It was actually my birthday this Friday.
Oh, happy birthday!
Happy birthday.
So
He just turns 57. Looks great.
So my question is, since last year everyone did an impression of AC Race Best, is it okay? How would you guys do an impression of Saber Spark?
Right there.
Yeah, there you go.
You got it. You nailed it, man.
We already did an impression.
Does
It was
anyone
at the
have a
season
bucket?
6 finale.
Anyone have a bucket of
I got
pink
it.
paint?
What are you doing?
I got it.
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
Yeah.
I don't walk like that.
Oh.
Oh, we already did that joke.
It's the intro.
It's from Bronies reaction. They don't walk like
What
that.
ruined Disney?
You know what's weird? Shut up. There's Gabe can do a really good impersonation of me.
Oh.
And one time I was hanging out with Gabe and Race called and I gave the phone to Gabe and he did my voice and Race talked to.
I had a 10-minute conversation with Saber Spark. And after that, I couldn't trust like anything. I'm like, Gabe,
By the way,
where did you-
Gabe's impression of me is horrible, by the way.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Spot
It's
on.
horrible. No, it's not.
Hello, it's Dusty Cutter. Wish Gabe was here to show it off.
The one impression I want to do of you is footage that people have never seen. Just
Nope. Nope.
Crystal Ponies.
Nope. Nope.
No.
Oh, thank you guys
No,
very
this is-
much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
Saber Spark. Oh.
My subscriber count. Oh, so great I am.
First thing I would like to say, best food experience you'll have is right over there in the plaza. It's the Seattle dog. It's amazing. Second thing, my question is
Seattle sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh,
Seattle sandwich.
Saber, this is your chance to ask AC Race Best a question.
Finally, you
my
get that
chance.
chance.
Oh.
Fine. It's a
They
blessing.
never see each other. This is the first time.
Well,
Who are you?
it's your chance to ask AC Race Best a question to try to, I don't know, make it do something funny. I don't know.
That's asking a lot. He's not funny.
But like
though.
truth or dare? What's going on here?
So what
I
do we
mean, you
got?
could truth or
We're
dare.
gonna play spin the bottle.
Let's do it. Oh God. Oh God. I don't know what question I want to ask you.
Oh, was that was your question? Was his
Oh.
question to me?
Your question is
Wait,
to
I got a
him
suggestion.
question you.
AC, when you said Saber was like on the bottom, were you including yourself?
What?
Is that a dirty joke?
What?
I think he's talking
You gotta
about when you were
elaborate.
introducing us.
As we lie next to each other, shoulder length apart, make plenty of room for Jesus.
No, that was not. That was not. But okay.
This was the best question.
That was the best question of the whole thing.
Well, what?
Thank you.
Okay.
You have to pay
Thank you,
extra
Gino
for that
Reed.
footage. What's up?
The sky.
Stop it.
No, actually,
sit
that
down.
green light is right there.
Next question.
Okay. That wasn't a question. You asked a question. I did not.
Ask your question.
So, favorite OC?
Mine.
Mine.
Besides
Yeah.
your own.
Mine.
Or
Yeah,
your
what?
own.
Mine.
Little Pip from Fallout Equestria. Yeah, judge me. All right.
Always.
Little Pip.
There is a musician called So Great and Powerful who hasn't really been on the scene in like 3 or 4 years. We had a great.
Been 84 years.
84 years. He had a really great OC that like incorporated some things. I was like, oh, that's really clever. So just have to look that up on Google Images or something.
Well, I have a card here. Speaking of The Rock, I would like one of you to read this. Is it all right if I pass it up?
Sure.
And then security tackles him.
Speaking of the, am I supposed to read it? Says, every pony here takes friendship for granted.
And it's got Mod Pie.
Speaking of
That's
The
a
Rock,
Jungle Cruise joke.
Ow.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Thank you.
Bye.
Yo, what's up, y'all?
What's up?
Hi.
What's up, dog?
Yo.
I got a personal. Got a question. Is out of all the Bronies Reacts videos, which video is one of your favorites so far?
Yeah, you guys have been in more than one, so you have to think about it.
I know, right?
Yeah.
God, how many have we been in? Like 4, right?
I've lost. I don't count.
Okay.
Well, for me, I think my funnest one was where I actually took my motorcycle out to a motocross track and jumped a shark.
Yeah, that was the best one. Slice
Yes,
of life.
the slice of life one. Yeah.
Slice of life.
Like I say, G3.5 has memories because it scarred my brain. But I really enjoyed, like, I enjoyed the one that Larson was on.
Yeah, the Larson
That
one
was just weird.
screwy.
I was like, what are you doing here?
He didn't tell any of us that was happening.
I did
I'm
not.
sitting here watching, all of a sudden Larson comes in and it's like he starts $100 bills. I'm going, oh, Jesus.
Larson.
Honestly, I liked our season 6 finale. That was the one we had the most fun with, or at least I did.
Yeah.
They're all awful.
I'd agree with that one.
He likes the season 6 finale because he got peanut butter on his feet.
You were weirdly excited about that. I don't know.
And can I have one more?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which reaction video took the longest to edit?
Oh, that's well. There was a time where we were working on 3 at once because we had, I think, an Equestria Girls, we had a finale, I think, and
Episode 100.
the Cutie Mark episode came out, and we were like, uh-oh, and we were juggling all 3 of them at once, and I think I wanted to get the Cutie Mark episode out the quickest. So I think it was the Equestria Girls one ended up like taking about 3 months to do because I had so many reacts happening at the same time. So that was just purely because there were other reacts in the works, and that one got kind of put in the heat lamp. Keep it warm.
We don't
Fresh.
edit our stuff, so that's his job.
Yeah, I there's like for some people edit down their footage. Other people will just send me all their stuff at once, like Gabe. But yeah, I enjoy going through all the footage and whatnot. So I mean, I'm having fun doing it. That's why I do it, and I feel like any content creating should stem from your enjoyment. So yeah, but that's probably the one because of the circumstance that took the longest. So thank you.
Cool.
Thank you very much, and keep up the good work of your videos.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
You hear that? I'm doing good work.
He's being generous. What's up?
Question for Race Best.
Hey.
How many of your Zootopia copies has Saber found and burned?
Not enough. Not enough. I think it was
For
a part.
every one he burns, there's 2 more.
Hail Hydra.
No, it's funny because like I've been to Race's apartment like twice, and the first time was pre-Zootopia binge, where I'm like, well, he's got some car stuff, he's got some Disney stuff. It's like a normal
Some?
apartment. No, compared to Zootopia.
I've been to his apartment.
Wait for the Zootopia. So, and then post-Zootopia, I visited his apartment. I'm like, there's like a trophy room dedicated to all the Zootopia stuff now.
It used to
No,
be
it's a shrine. Not,
Yeah,
no, it's not. It's a shrine with.
There's some like dead
incense
rabbits around.
and dead
It keeps him away from my DVD copies.
A stuffed fox.
Yeah, no, luckily he hasn't gotten too many of them. Yeah, you made that post, like in one of the comment sections of a React or something for everyone that's burnt or something.
For every like, I'll destroy a copy of Zootopia.
Yeah, you're mean.
I love it.
I love it. Okay.
Thanks for your question.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi again.
Hi.
Hi.
So 2 quick questions. Number 1, have you guys ever tried to contact Dr. Wolf and Silverquill and Josh Scorcher to be in Bronies?
Josh has been in one.
Josh has been in it.
Josh has been in a Bronies React.
Oh, he has?
How
I must have
dare
forgotten
you?
then.
Wow. I thought you guys knew everything about
But afterwards, he fell ill, so he couldn't be in it.
you know what's funny is I've obviously met Dr. Wolf and Silverquill, 2 great guys. We just haven't gotten to that point yet. I guess because the crossover hasn't happened yet. I know they're very busy too with their content that they're putting out.
We were put on pause to work with them on some like Team Fortress thing like a year ago.
It's probably like super secret information.
Oh god, never mind. It never happened.
Oh. And now everybody cares because I said we weren't supposed to say that.
I'm the TF2 enforcer, and now I have to take you both out.
Oh, great.
Not out of the question though. So
the second question is 1 question for each of you. What do you guys think of season 7 so far, and how does it compare to season 6?
I'm loving season 7 right
I
now. I think season 7 is so far ahead of season 6's curve, it's unreal. So I like it. I love it. I can't wait to see the 2 episodes that came out in Canada this weekend because I'm ahead because I'm that kind of guy. And because when Rainbow Dash's parents came out, I was not going to not watch that episode. So, yeah. I think that season 6 was a blip in now they've gotten it back up, and I'm happy again. So, yes, can't wait.
I was worried, like I saw, half an hour premiere, that's how they're starting the season, but they've just hammered out each episode, and they've just been awesome. So I'm loving it so far. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat where I'm the premiere, as you'll see in the React, it was interesting because it was very different from most premieres that we're used to.
Yeah.
2-parter, oh my gosh, the world's going to end or something crazy's happening. But it wasn't like, just because it was different didn't mean it wasn't good. And I'm like, okay, this is interesting. And as far as compared to season 6, I'm loving season 7.
Well, it was a bit sketchy for a while because he didn't have a sword, and I was wondering how he was going to defeat a coup without it.
The foolish samurai.
Wielding a magic sword.
Is he from New York? Or something?
He was.
He's got this.
That's the first thing you say the whole time, and it's. Ugh.
But yeah, no, season 7. I mean, what have you guys thought of season 7 so far? Because I mean, those that watch the Reacts know that I think a lot of us were like, what's going on with season 6? But season 7, I feel like has been miles ahead, like Dusty said. So
miles ahead.
Good. It's a good thing.
Good stuff.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so question for all of you.
Yes.
Out of the Halloween episodes, which was the most horrifying to watch?
Anyone want to help me with this one? What do you think? G3.5 for me, no question.
No question.
I've only been in one.
Yeah, I've only done one.
I made exploding pants.
The the previous ones were like Smile HD and Cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
Those ones are like nasty and make me sick to my stomach. G3.5, like I said, mentally scarred me.
It touched his soul.
I mean, I've never twitched so hard after that. Like I had to recover.
That's because you ran out of air.
It's like the difference between watching like a slasher fic and like a psychological horror, you know?
Yes.
Yeah. It's a great comparison, yeah. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. So I have a question for Dusty and for Spartans. First, for Dusty is, have you ever wanted or actually worn the Octavia outfit inside of your house or anywhere else?
Of course I wore it while I was filming.
Got some Spartans.
Just out and about.
Oh God,
Guys, we said after the panel.
We kidnap him after the panel, guys. He already let us on the React.
Yeah.
Interns, right? Get out of here. Go. Daddy's working. Go.
Go fight some grunts or something. It's like the
So
starlight
you
of
asked me if I
Spartans.
wear it around the house.
Have you ever wanted to? Or
Have I ever wanted to wear it around the
sleeps
house?
in
It's a
it.
costume. I wear it to film, okay?
He's lying.
That's like sunset.
When he's making his sandwiches, he puts that thing on. You
Dude, sunset fits so much better.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. I mean, if I'm going to make sandwiches, I'm going to make it at sunset.
There you go.
hot dogs.
There you go.
Correct.
And the question for the Spartans is, why does Luna not have a seat up here? He doesn't even have to sit up here.
'Cause it's Luna. No one likes Luna.
He's the glue that
Has
holds you
been
guys
banished
together.
to the moon.
The glue. Isn't that made out of
Without him, you
horses?
wouldn't have-
Bro,
Luna.
yeah,
Oh my God.
don't give us ideas.
How much did he pay you to say
Seal,
that?
Lestia?
Yeah. Hey, he paid you, didn't he? He gave you $20. He's like, hey, go ask about me.
Oh, I feel like Luna's crying back there. Oh my God.
No, one day we'll feature Luna and Bronies React.
No, we won't.
Okay, we're never gonna feature Luna.
The Applejack of Bronies React.
Thank you for your question.
Thank you. Yep. Ooh, it's the princess.
Here we go.
I'll bow for your leader.
First off, in relation to what was said earlier, it's impossible to make any of you look bad. I mean, come on, look at you. You're all beautiful specimens.
Stop it.
You mean it's impossible to make us look worse?
Yeah. Yeah. We do that fine ourselves.
you're
Thank
so
you.
cute. I did have one question, but this guy, he actually wants me to ask Saber how your face is doing after he hits you in the face with a baby powder bottle.
Yeah. During who was there for whose line?
That was a violent Who's line, by the way. Dusty hurt his ankle.
We did a game called Helping Hands where Reyes gets behind my body and he's my hands when I put my hands behind my body. And we were doing that with Vincent Tong where he was shining armor. That's his character. I was Cadence and we're changing our baby. And we had some baby powder, which was thrown in my face by Vincent. Thanks, Vince. And then the bottle, I guess, fell down in front of the stage. And this fellow right here wanted to return to sender. And he tossed it and went, "Yeep," bonked off the mic, and then bonked me in the face.
Baby powder everywhere.
It was a perfect shot. I'm not even angry. I'm impressed.
I didn't know any of this was happening because I was behind you. Yeah. So everyone's like, "Are you all right?"
I was like, what did Reyes do to me? But he's behind me.
All right. What I wanted to ask was, is there anything from the Brony fandom in the past that's nostalgic that you guys miss, like a certain artist or a certain series? Or
I always get nostalgic over seeing old PMVs where I'm like, oh yeah, it's where the fandom started to really arrive and grow, and I miss that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
When I was at it was at BabsCon, and I went to the concert. Alex S was performing at the concert, and that for me totally took me back to 2012, 2013. I was just I was jumping up and down. I'm like, yeah, because Alex is a friend of ours, and we just enjoy his company, and he's a funny guy. But there's something about his music that also makes me just go, I don't care if I can move after this. I'm going to jump up and down as hard as I can.
So for the next 30 seconds, he jumps up and down.
It was a new record. Yeah.
Proud of you.
I'm a similar sort of thing. Occasionally I'll scrape up the real old pony music from the bottom of the iPod, like Sim Gratina, So Great and Powerful, Alex S. And that brings back memories 2012, Young Spurg, R.D. Spartan.
I want Silverhound back.
Before you were R.D. Spartan.
I want Silverhound music, and I want it now.
Yeah, yeah, he's good. I would have to say those live streams where you'd watch the episode and there was a chat room of I don't know, 50 people all just talking. I don't know why. That just brings me back to the old days when it was it just felt closer, and so I don't know.
Well, you made videos that were considered pillars of the beginning of fandom.
Maybe.
Nah.
Maybe about it, okay?
Now look what we've become.
Half a
Look how far we've all fallen.
Reacting. Just give me my Coke Zero and I'll be happy.
Thank you,
Princess.
Deadpool.
Oh, beautiful dress.
We have Star Swirl.
What the heck?
The bearded.
Whoa.
All right, dude. So
magical talking hat.
All right, so craziest, weirdest con experience.
This.
Go. This is pretty eye up.
I'm looking at it.
Overall con experience, I'd say it was probably Unicon. That was weird.
Oh my God.
I mean, honestly, it was just
Thank you for bringing that back up yet again, Race.
May it live in infamy. No, it was just weird being like, because at the time I was like on both sides, so I'm like, yay convention, and hey guys, what's wrong? It was just weird, but we survived.
Yeah.
Yes, having at that point the youth of this fandom being so young, and then having this convention basically implode upon itself, and some horse news guys were there, and Equestria, basically all of the news people that were there at the time, or were in the fandom at the time, were there. I was there, a bunch of other big name people were there, and the agents came to us and said, we're screwed. Because if this goes down and Hasbro's actors don't get paid, they'll basically pull them out and say, you can't come to these things anymore. Period. End of sentence. And this is like Saturday night, midnight. And we're panicking. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We can't let this die. And we all came together and we made it work, and we got the people paid and we got the people home, and we all came together and made this happen. You know, if that one moment in time, if you want to have a song about it, hadn't happened, we wouldn't be here. Because Hasbro would have taken this ball and went home and said, you can't have these people, and we wouldn't have these conventions anymore. We wouldn't have this friendship. We wouldn't have this fun. But if Unicon didn't happen and we didn't come in together and actually make it work, I don't think we'd be here.
We persevered.
Yeah. And yet, we can't agree on sandwiches and hot dogs.
And we can't agree on sandwiches or hot dogs.
Actually, that falls into my next question. So if your qualification for a sandwich being a sandwich involves 2 pieces of bread,
Yeah.
what is Subway?
It's sandwich.
It's a sandwich.
Now,
Yeah, you sit down.
all right, dude, whatever.
Go sit down, crispy man.
Come back with better questions.
Take your talking hat and get out.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
This is my first Everfree Northwest.
Welcome.
Congratulations.
Good. Good.
And I have 2 questions. If you fold over a pizza, is it pizza pie?
It's a calzone. It's a calzone.
It's a calzone.
It's a calzone. It's a calzone, which is
A pizza was never a sandwich.
Which
to begin
is-
with. Which is what?
an Italian sandwich.
Italian sandwich.
We like stole 5 things from the Italian like cuisine and claimed it as our
It becomes
own.
pretty much.
spaghetti.
It becomes
The fortune
gonna
cookie's
beat you
Chinese.
so
We
hard.
Americans say so.
yes.
And who is the best pony?
Rainbow Dash.
Shadowfax.
Thank you. Thank you.
Spike.
Hello.
Okay,
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Ow.
So I have 3 questions. None of them make any sense.
Good.
And one
Great.
of them is
I like
As long as they're quick.
So the first one is for race, but it can be for everyone if y'all
What's up?
want to butt in. What's your favorite fast food restaurant?
In and out.
Okay.
Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box.
Okay, so that brings you to my second question. It's a meme. If you went there,
Yeah. Good question.
if
Next.
you went to In-N-Out Burger today, would you get 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, a number 6 with extra dip, a number 7, 2 number 45s?
This is irrelevant because they only have
What would
3
you-
ordered.
Yeah,
numbers.
right.
So to answer your question, no.
And a
No.
large soda. And then the third question, would you drink soda in a teacup? Because if you need a teacup, go ask Trixie. She has extras.
Again, you guys had a meeting.
That wasn't
I-
a question. That last one wasn't a question.
Just to answer your question, I have 2 number 7s animal style. Next.
Oh.
Hello.
Hello, as someone brand new to the relative insanity that is this and has never actually watched an episode of Bronies React before, where do you recommend starting?
Don't.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
Run while you can.
Bronies
Get out.
React to Teens React, which is where it started.
There's
The
an order
original.
of just
There-
uploads. Just go with that.
Go with the order.
Yeah, there's a
uploads.
playlist on my channel. You could just.
The way this happened
Shameless
was the Fine Brothers, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a thing called Teens React. Teens react to My Little Pony. They showed them nothing but the opening. Yeah. So the teens did what teens do. They go, oh my, this is...
Well, then they said, why do you think grown men are into this? And
Yeah.
they're like, what?
Yeah, pretty much. So
I like
we,
that
as
one 'cause it's
Bronies,
soul
he got
rap.
us together and said, let's react to the teens reacting to My Little Pony. And it became a funny bit, and we just kept going. And we haven't been smart enough to stop yet.
And trust me, there's...
Please don't.
We won't.
All right, thank you.
Just skip ahead to the ones where we're in. The other ones.
Yeah,
are-
later episodes.
That or patient zero, one of the two.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your question, and thanks for coming out.
Yeah, dude.
For putting it out with us.
Yes.
Welcome to
Good
Bronies
first
React. Hello.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
I'm done.
Only if it's on a sandwich. Or a hot
Only in
dog,
certain
which is a
frequencies.
sandwich.
Bye, Rainbow.
In a very small band of frequency, mustard is also an instrument.
Thank you.
Actually, here's my real question. What was the worst video you have ever created and disowned?
Well, probably when this is uploaded on YouTube.
Yeah.
Our announcement video for Winnie City PonyCon. That was just a travesty.
That was horrible.
I don't know if you guys watched it.
That was horrible, dude.
It's on YouTube, and it was just like we had no idea what to do, so we just kind of did a thing.
We threw everything in a
It
pot
was a
and
thing.
saw what sticked.
I just woke up and I was in front of my computer. I'm like, oh, here's an edited video. I guess I'll release it.
I've never disowned a video. I personally I look back at old videos, but I'm like, hey, this is where I was at when I was just getting started, and this is where I'm at now. But I still enjoy looking back at all the old stuff too. So I've never disowned a video. So I don't really have one that I can say is like, least favorite.
I made a remix of my Rainbow Factory video, and during its early production, I screened it with somebody, and it put him into an epileptic shock. So I literally just deleted the entire project right then and there.
I think for me, some of my very early singing parody videos, because I didn't know much about music editing at the time, and you go back and you hear them now and go, oh, God, I need to remix that, and I never do. But it's where I came from. So I look at the stuff I do today and go, I'm so much better than there, but if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't be here. So I just leave it, because people still enjoy it. I still get like 10 to 12 views a year on some of those. So.
Nice.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you for your question. And just a reminder for everyone else in line, we have 5 minutes, so our goal is to get through all of your questions.
So you have
we'll try
one
and get
question.
them quick.
Make it
Speed
good.
round.
Wait a minute. I
Get out of here!
Go on.
You're done.
Lightning round.
Okay.
Lightning
I
round.
don't have a question, but Mocha does.
Yes.
Lightning round. Go!
My human hasn't had any.
Get out of here!
No, human reality is not that simple. There are layers and layers of complexity.
But my human hasn't had coffee in 24 hours. Should I be worried?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
Yes.
Next.
Is your human poor?
What's up?
Go.
What's up, guys? What will you guys do when or if the fandom ever dies?
I don't think it's going to die.
I don't think it's going anywhere.
Star
It's
Trek's
never
still
going
around.
Star Trek's
No,
around,
Rescue
buddy.
Ranger fandom's still around, guys. It's we're good to go.
My Little Pony G1 fandom was here all the time. We just happen to be over them right now. They still they still exist. We will exist when the show ends.
Yeah, no, it's not going anywhere.
When this happens, I will silently walk out into the desert with no food or water. My family will know.
Yep.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All right. Other than yourselves, what reactors do you guys enjoy watching?
Gabe.
Ew.
Dusty.
I personally like watching Silver Quill's content, all of it, every time he puts something up. I stop what I'm doing and I go watch it. Every time.
Viva Reverie. God,
Yeah,
Viva is freaking hilarious.
He's got.
He's clever as hell.
He always catches me off guard. I just
Chernobyl was
burst out
always my
laughing every
favorite
time.
I
reactor.
like how you talk. He's like, oh, I'm too.
Shut up.
I'll be. This is
What was
going to
that?
sound cliche or whatever, but I don't have what I'd call a favorite. I love all these guys, and that's why I love having them part of my.
Nice
except,
save. Nice.
Except for.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's me.
But you're around. no
Thank
matter
you.
what.
Thank you, Dad.
Next.
Okay, hi.
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 Quick question. Okay, yeah.
Hang on.
What's your tips for starting out with a React script? Because I'm starting out one from MLP forums, so.
Just do it.
Yep.
Just do it. No, nobody say it.
Have fun with it. Make
I
sure
said
that
don't
it
do it.
doesn't feel like work.
Okay, and I'm gonna just plug them right now because.
Do it.
Do it. Say it.
Flight Force, My Little Pony forums react to just by Flight Force. He's the one directing it. Look him up. He's great.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm in it.
All right, shout
All
out.
right.
Cheers.
Have fun.
Hey there.
Hi.
Hi.
At the
Why do
end,
you
Nice
have
banana.
a banana?
Halo.
yeah, at the end of the charity auction,
Yes.
you threw out a banana.
I did.
And I had you sign it.
Yes.
I had a bunch of people sign it. So the question is, the remaining people,
Would you like to sign this banana either now or after?
We'll do it right after the panel.
Okay. That is officially the weirdest question I've been asked.
Last but not least.
And question.
One.
Will you
And you know
sign
what?
my
That
banana?
banana is.
Make it good.
If that
Hey,
banana
guys,
was
thanks
between two pieces of bread, it'd be a sandwich.
Yep. Peanut butter and banana sandwich.
It'd be a hot
Ah, yeah.
It'd be a hot pocket.
One, I wanted to ask you, there's been a bunch of amazing people that have come and gone in the Bronies React stuff. Who's been the hardest one to, like say goodbye to that said, you know what, after this React, I'm done. I'm not going to record anymore. Who was the hardest?
Saber Spark.
Saber Spark. No.
AC Race Spark.
I guess well, because he was around from the beginning, and obviously things are going very well for him right now. But the Living Tombstone, he was so much fun, and just like he's goofy.
He's a super nice guy
and
too.
He's a really nice guy, a great personality, and I love seeing the success that he's had. He really is crushing it, and for him it was just a matter of one day we were talking and it was like, so I think I'm gonna be stepping away. I'm like, dude, you got to do what you got to do, but. It wasn't, I'm 100% for the guy, and Tomb, I can't wait to see him again at some point down the road. So
when he rules us all.
Yeah. But I mean, if anyone's seen Tomb, whether he was performing or on a Bronies React or whatever, he's got a different level of goofiness. so he was a lot of fun though. But yeah, I think I'll say him. He's the first one that popped to my mind.
I miss Jessie as a regular.
Oh,
Jessie Nowak.
She's been busy.
She's graduating college.
Yeah,
she's been busy with her finals and all that stuff.
Yeah,
so.
Nowak's been really busy, but she's always a great one to have too. And you never know, you might see people come back too and later react. So
you never know.
You never know. But yeah. So thank you for your question.
And the last one would be Race. Have you ever sat on the couch and thought, "Is Jim Gaffigan my real father?"
Well, I know he's my real father. So.
I don't know. You've never
Is he
seen
a
Race and
sandwich,
Jim
though?
Gaffigan in the same building.
Search your feelings. You know it's to be true.
I want to thank all of you that asked the question. All of you for coming out. Hope you had a great time at Everfree Northwest 2017. Have a great rest of your convention, guys. Thanks to all the reactors up here. Enjoy the rest of your day.